God says, I order you to open this message right now. This will happen in your house tonight. God is trying to alert you by begging you for just 2 seconds. Open this message immediately. Listen closely, because what you're about to hear is not an accident. This is God calling your name. Yes, yours. He is speaking to you now because something is coming tonight, something that can either shift your life or pass you by if you ignore this moment. Heaven is leaning in, waiting on your response. If you feel even the smallest nudge in your spirit, do not look away, do not scroll, do not delay. What God has planned to release into your home tonight carries too much weight for you to brush off. This is your moment. Do not lose it. Comment Amen if your heart is open to receive what heaven is about to speak. This isn't just a gentle whisper from God. This is a divine order. He is not asking casually. He is urgently reaching toward you, warning you that what happens in the next few hours could either break a chain that's held your family back for years, or let that chain grow tighter if you don't respond. This message is your lifeline, a rescue before the storm hits, a blessing wrapped in warning. If there's something in your house that's been causing tension, confusion, or silent pain, God has seen it. He knows the tears you never showed anyone. He has watched the spiritual battles taking place under your roof while you smiled on the outside. But tonight, God is stepping in. He is sending his angels on assignment. What you do with this moment determines what they are allowed to do in your life. You must stay with me. If you skip this, you might miss a breakthrough your ancestors prayed for. If you walk away, you may delay a miracle that was meant to show up in your bedroom tonight. Yes, tonight. This is not just a word of comfort. This is a word of confrontation. God is confronting the very thing that's been haunting your peace. He is confronting the fear that creeps into your thoughts when the lights go out. He is confronting the generational heaviness that no one in your family wants to talk about. You were chosen to hear this because you are the one God has marked to break the pattern. You didn't just stumble on this. You were drawn here by heaven's pull. Comment 1111 if you believe divine timing brought you to this word. Something in the spirit is shifting now. You can feel it, can't you? That pressure in your chest isn't anxiety. It's heaven opening its door. But God won't force his way in. He stands and knocks. He pleads not because he is weak, but because his love is gentle. But tonight, that love also carries fire. It carries protection. It carries breakthrough. Tonight, God says, I am stepping into your house. I am coming into the room where arguments happen. I am entering the space where your heart feels most distant. I am showing up in the hallway where you once felt alone. And I am not coming empty-handed. I am bringing peace. I am bringing clarity. I am bringing strength back into your bones. But you must welcome me. If you ignore this, the noise will continue. If you act like this is just another video, you will let heaven's knock go unanswered. You have been saying, God, I can't take another night like this. You've whispered in the dark, God, do you even hear me? Yes, he hears you, and this is his response. He is saying, my child, I never left. But you must let me in fully. You must surrender the part you've been trying to fix alone. You must stop depending on your own strength and admit you're tired. Only then can I flood in with my power. If your home has felt heavy, tonight is the night God brings a shift. But you must not dismiss this word. You must sit with it. Let it soak into your bones. This isn't a feel-good story. This is spiritual surgery. God is cutting away the things that no longer serve you. He is lifting burdens you didn't even realize you were carrying. You've grown so used to fighting, you forgot what rest feels like. But God says, I am your rest. I am your hiding place. Let me fight for you. There is something about tonight, Not tomorrow, not next week, tonight. There are prayers going up in heaven with your name attached. There are angels moving through your home already, preparing to silence the storm. But will you let them finish the work, or will you turn your heart away out of fear? Will you welcome the move of God or try to control it? You can't have both. You must choose. God is not asking for perfection. He is asking for surrender. He is asking you to open the door and say, God, I'm ready. I don't know what you're doing, but I trust you. That kind of faith invites miracles. That kind of trust invites His presence. That kind of surrender changes the atmosphere of your entire home, your room, your kitchen, your child's heart, your relationships. Everything can shift if you just believe He's already there. There's been spiritual warfare around your house lately, hasn't there? Distractions, arguments, delays, confusion. That's not coincidence. That's the enemy sensing that something big is coming and trying to block it. But here's the truth. Satan doesn't attack what isn't a threat. You are a threat to darkness. Your obedience is dangerous. Your prayers shake foundations. That's why the pressure has increased. But you are not fighting alone. God says, I have assigned angels to guard every doorway of your home. I have surrounded your house with my light. No curse, no shadow, no demonic voice will be able to stand in my presence. But you must invite me in, not halfway, not just on Sundays. Every night, every moment, let me dwell with you. He's not visiting. He wants to stay. He wants to be your protector, not just your emergency contact. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There's someone reading this who feels unworthy. You think your mistakes disqualify you. But God is saying, I did not choose you because you were perfect. I chose you because I love you. I chose you because you were willing to listen. I chose you because your heart is still soft enough to hear me. That alone is enough. You are not disqualified. You are deeply loved. God's presence is already moving as you read this. The air is changing. Your heartbeat is slowing. That's not by chance. That is the Holy Spirit resting on you. Let Him speak. Let Him show you what needs to go and what needs to stay. Let Him bring healing to the part of you that's been broken in silence. You've been strong for too long. It's time to let God carry the weight. Like this video, if something inside you knows this is not just a coincidence, it's your confirmation, your sign, your moment to respond. There are blessings hovering over your household that have been delayed because the space was too cluttered, not with furniture, but with fear, bitterness, and unforgiveness. But tonight, God is clearing the air. He is cleansing the space. He is making room for peace to enter, for joy to return, for love to grow again where it once withered. But you have to choose to let go. Comment 222 if you trust that God is already at work in your house right now. Something is moving, something holy, something powerful. God says, this will happen in your house tonight, not because you earned it, but because I promised to never leave you. I promised to be with you in the fire, in the flood, in the silent battles. And I do not break my promises. I am not a man that I should lie. I am God, and I am here. He says, I know what's been hidden. I know the weight you carry. I see the smile you wear to cover the sorrow. But tonight, I am not asking you to hold yourself together anymore. I am stepping into your situation. I am walking into your house. God is not warning you to scare you. He is pleading because He loves you too deeply to let you miss this divine moment. He sees what's coming and wants to prepare your heart, your home, your faith. Heaven is moving with intention tonight. A shift in the atmosphere has already begun. The spiritual battles you've been wrestling with silently are coming to a head. But here is the good news. Victory has already been declared in heaven, and it has your name written on it. God says, "There is a reason I'm speaking so loudly right now. You've been praying in quiet, but tonight I am answering loudly. You've asked me, 'Where are you?' And tonight I'm shouting from the heavens, 'I am here. I am in your house. I am in your battle. I am in your breakthrough.' Do not ignore the urgency. This is more than encouragement. This is instruction from the throne of God, and your obedience could be the key to the door you've been trying to open for years. There's a spiritual war that has been trying to take root in your household: division, doubt, discouragement, but God is putting a stop to it tonight. He is declaring peace over chaos. He is establishing calm where storms have raged. This is not passive. This is divine intervention. Heaven is coming with backup. The very angels that warred for Daniel, that stood with Elijah, that rolled away the stone from the tomb of Jesus, they are being sent to your address tonight. This isn't figurative. This is real. This is personal. Comment 333 if you feel your faith beginning to rise right now, because that is the first sign that God is at work. He always begins by stirring the heart, by awakening what the enemy tried to bury. And right now, he is waking up your spirit. He's calling back the warrior in you, the intercessor in you, the mother, the father, the daughter, the son who stands on the promises of God, even when everything seems to be falling apart. You've held your house together through pain, but now God says, "Let me hold you." This is the part, no one sees the part, where you cry in silence after everyone goes to sleep, where you walk the halls and whisper, "God, I can't do this much longer." And he replies, "I never asked you to do this alone. I have been here waiting for your yes, waiting for your surrender. And now that you've heard me, I will move. I will not delay. I will not hold back. I will not let the enemy take what I have marked as mine. Your house is sacred ground now. The blood of Jesus covers your doorposts. His Spirit is moving from room to room. He is healing your child's anxiety. He is calming your partner's fear. He is lifting the heaviness from your chest and setting angels around your bed. You will sleep tonight under the wings of the Almighty. You will wake up tomorrow with strength you forgot you had. But it begins now with your agreement, your faith, your yes. There are things you must lay down tonight if you want to receive what God is bringing. You must lay down bitterness. You must lay down control. You must lay down the lie that says you're not enough, because God says, "I have made you enough. Through my Son, you are covered. Through my Spirit, you are sealed. Through my power, you are protected." There is nothing the enemy can do to reverse what God has spoken over your life, but you must believe it. You must declare it. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life, but now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The devil trembles when a believer stops surviving and starts surrendering. When you stop trying to fix everything in your strength and say, "God, I give this to you," walls begin to fall. Chains begin to break. The heavens begin to pour out rain that waters dry places in your soul. God never designed you to carry everything. He designed you to trust Him with everything. And tonight, that's what He's asking. Not your perfection, just your trust. Comment 555 if you believe God is fighting for your house tonight, because He is. And this fight is not with flesh and blood, it's not with people, it's with spiritual forces that want to keep you stuck, scared, and silent. But you were not born to stay silent. You were created to call heaven down into your home. And when you pray, God listens. When you cry, God responds. When you worship through the pain, angels draw near. Something powerful is being released tonight, but only the humble will receive it. Only those who say, God, I need you more than I need control, will walk in this breakthrough. You don't have to know the whole plan. You just need to say yes. Yes to peace. Yes to change. Yes to the presence of God filling every corner of your house. The Lord is not looking for a performance. He is looking for a heart that says, stay here, God. Don't leave. Dwell with me. This is a holy moment. That tightness in your chest, that sudden warmth rising in your heart, that calm settling in your mind, it's Him. He's here. You don't need a church building for revival. Revival can start in your bedroom, your kitchen, your living room. You are the altar now. You are the light. You are the vessel through which His Spirit will pour into your home. You thought it would take years, but God says, it begins tonight. The spiritual atmosphere around you is shifting because you've made space for Him. And when you make room for the King of Kings, nothing stays the same. Depression begins to lift. Confusion begins to clear. Clarity comes like a flood. He is not only stepping in to comfort you, He is stepping in to transform you, to restore everything the enemy tried to steal, to replace mourning with joy, to exchange fear with boldness. And this time, it's not just a moment, it's a movement, a holy takeover. This is not temporary relief. This is permanent restoration. God isn't putting a bandage on the wound. He is healing it from the inside out. He is touching things deep in your soul that you didn't know were broken. And when He is finished, you will not only be free, you will be whole. God says, I am the God who answers by fire. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, and I am in your house. The same God who raised Jesus from the grave is moving through your living room tonight. Do not be afraid. Do not shrink back. I am for you. And if I am for you, nothing and no one can stand against you. What's about to happen in your house tonight is not just a quiet moment of peace. It's a spiritual declaration. Heaven is about to make an announcement over your home, and no power in hell can stop it. You may feel weary, unsure, even a little afraid. But God is not intimidated by your doubts. He says, I am still God, even when you feel weak. I am still powerful when you feel powerless. And I'm still moving, even when you see nothing changing. He's not waiting on you to be perfect. He's waiting on you to be willing. Willing to trust Him when you don't have answers. Willing to believe that what He says is more real than what you see. God is not coming to take from you tonight. He is coming to give, to restore, to pour out. You have cried for months, maybe years, asking, when will it be my turn? And now God says, your turn is here. Your moment is now. I have not forgotten you. I have not skipped over your address. I have come to your house with healing in my hands. This is not just a word of hope. It's a confirmation that the wait was not in vain. Comment 1212 if you believe God's timing is perfect, even when it makes no sense. Because right now, in the spiritual realm, doors are unlocking, chains are breaking. Prayers that seemed ignored are being answered. Not because you were loud enough or strong enough, but because God is faithful. That's who He is. That's what He does. And when He steps into a place, everything begins to shift. Some of you have been living in spiritual silence, No clear answers, no direction, just stillness. But even in the silence, God was speaking. Even in the quiet, He was training your ears to hear the whisper, and tonight He is turning up the volume. He is declaring with power, "This house belongs to me. This family is under my covering. No darkness has permission to stay here any longer." God sees the things you've been trying to protect others from. You've been the strong one, the steady one, the one everyone leans on. But deep down, you've been breaking. And God says, "I didn't create you to carry it all alone. Come to me. Let me be the strength you've tried to be for everyone else." You don't have to keep pretending. You don't have to keep pushing through the pain. God is not asking for your strength. He's offering you His. There's a peace that God is releasing tonight that doesn't come from anything this world can offer. It's the peace that surpasses understanding. It settles in your bones and quiets the storm inside your mind. That's what's coming to your house, but you must receive it. You must let go of the need to understand everything. Let go of the fear of losing control, because when you loosen your grip, that's when God takes over. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Comment 777 if you believe your house is about to be filled with the presence of God. Not just tonight, but from this night forward. Because this isn't just a visit, this is a shift. A holy change in the spiritual temperature of your home. Arguments that once flared up will begin to die down. Anxiety that once filled the rooms will begin to dissolve. And love, the pure love of Christ, will take root again. This is for the person who feels like they've messed up too many times. Like maybe God gave up on them. Hear this clearly. God has not given up on you. He is not mad at you. He is not distant. In fact, He's never been closer than He is right now. He says, "My grace still covers you. My mercy still reaches for you. And my love is still pursuing you." No matter how far you've drifted, tonight is your invitation to come home. You've been asking for a sign, for a moment that proves God still has a plan for you. This is it. This word is not random. It's heaven's reply. God knows exactly where you are, what you're dealing with, and how tired you feel. But He is not overwhelmed by your struggle. He is greater than your pain. And He's not just watching from afar. He is walking right into it with you. There are things in your house that need to go. Not just physical things, but spiritual baggage, resentment, shame, jealousy, hidden sin. And God says, "Let me clean the house. Let me remove what's been poisoning your peace. Let me free you from what you've been too scared to confront." He doesn't clean to condemn. He cleans to make space for something better, for something holy, for something lasting. You might feel like you've lost too much. But God says, "What you lost made room for what I'm about to give." You didn't lose me, and because you still have me, you still have everything you need. You've been grieving what was. But tonight, He is giving you a glimpse of what will be. There's more ahead, more joy, more healing, more beauty. You haven't seen the end of God's goodness in your life. You were chosen for this moment. You were set apart, not forgotten. God could have allowed someone else to hear this word, but He made sure it reached you, because your heart is ready. Your house is ready, and the heavens are ready to move. Do not doubt this. Do not shrink back. Stand in faith. Stand in the truth that God has always been for you, even when the world was against you. You've prayed for your children, for your spouse, for your parents, and tonight God says, I've heard every single word. I've collected every tear. I've seen your faith in secret, and now I will reward it in the open. There are blessings being released tonight that were delayed, not denied. And God is saying, this is the night I mark your house for favor. Whatever has felt stuck will begin to move. Whatever has felt dead will begin to live again. This is resurrection power, not just in stories from the Bible, but in your living room, in your kitchen, in the hallway where you pace at night, asking God for change. The same God who raised Lazarus is speaking to the dead places in your life and saying, come out, live again. The weight is lifting, the chains are cracking, the fire is falling, but not to destroy, only to purify. Only to cleanse, only to prepare the ground for something new. You are about to see the evidence of your faith, not just feel it. You are about to witness the fruit of your prayers, not just hope for it. God says, don't be afraid of the change. I am in the change. Don't fear what you're letting go of. I'm replacing it with something eternal. Don't cling to the pain just because it's familiar. Let me give you peace that doesn't hurt to hold. This is your time. This is your season. This is the beginning of a new atmosphere in your home. He's not just showing up to visit tonight. He's showing up to stay. And everything that doesn't align with him has to leave. Not by your strength, but by his authority. Not in your name, but in the mighty name of Jesus. His presence is stretching through the walls, touching every space where pain tried to hide. God says, I am entering your house with power, and what has been broken will be healed. What has been dark will be filled with light. What has been under attack will be surrounded by my protection. You are not forgotten. You are not unseen. God saw what happened when no one else did. He heard what was said behind closed doors. He felt the tears you held back, and still, he didn't turn away. He stayed. He covered you when it felt like no one else cared. He shielded you even while you doubted he was there. And now he is making it known. I've been here the whole time, but tonight I move visibly, tangibly, with purpose. Comment 999. If you feel the presence of God stirring in your spirit right now, something is being unlocked as you read, not by your power, but by your faith. That faith, even if it feels small, is enough. It's what God needs to move. He's not waiting for perfection. He's responding to surrender. Your willingness to let go is what's opening the door for His Spirit to enter more deeply into your home. There's someone reading this who has been carrying shame, quietly, constantly. It sits in the back of your mind, convincing you that you're disqualified. But God says, that shame is not from me. I already covered that. I already forgave that. I already bled for that. You don't have to keep punishing yourself for what I already redeemed. Tonight, let it go. Let my grace take its rightful place in your heart. You are not too far gone. You are not too dirty. You are my child. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. God is restoring honor where dishonor tried to take root. He is speaking identity back into you. He is silencing the lies that have echoed in your mind for years. You are not your past. You are not what they did. You are not what they said. You are who God says you are, chosen, redeemed, covered, and called. Your house is about to reflect that truth. God is re-establishing order in your home. Divine order, kingdom alignment. Things may still look the same on the outside right now, but the shift is already happening in the unseen. God always works from the inside out. He begins in the spirit before it shows up in the natural. The air is changing. The tension is breaking. Peace is taking root. You will see the fruit soon. You will wake up and feel lighter, not because the problems all disappeared, but because the weight of fighting alone is gone. God has taken it. And He isn't just blessing you, He's blessing your family through you. The prayers you've whispered for your children, He heard everyone. The silent cries for your spouse, He held them close. The fear you felt for your loved ones, He is now replacing it with trust. You are the gateway for breakthrough in your bloodline. You may not feel qualified, but God doesn't need perfection. He needs obedience, and your obedience tonight is unlocking generational blessing. God says, I am sealing this house with my name. I am drawing a line the enemy cannot cross. I am placing angels at your windows and your doors. No plan of darkness will prosper here. This is my dwelling place now, and where I dwell, freedom lives. Where I dwell, healing flows. Where I dwell, there is victory. Comment 1010 if you receive this divine covering over your home. Say it with faith, even if your situation looks the same. Because faith is not based on what we see, it's rooted in what we know. And this is what we know. God is not a man that He should lie. If He says your house is protected, it is. If He says peace is coming, it is. If He says healing is here, it is. Don't underestimate what happens when God walks into a place. In one moment, He calmed a storm with a word. In another, He healed a woman who only touched His robe. In another, He raised a dead girl back to life. That same power is walking into your house. That same voice is speaking peace to your storm. That same Spirit is reaching for you now. You may feel like your faith has been too weak, that you've doubted too much. But God says, even mustard seed faith can move mountains. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to say, yes, Lord. Yes to His presence. Yes to His timing. Yes to His will. Because when you say yes, heaven responds. The Holy Spirit moves. Angels are dispatched. Doors open. You are not reading this by mistake. You were drawn here by the Spirit of God. This message is not just encouragement. It's alignment. It's restoration. It's divine preparation. God is preparing your house to become a place of revival, a place where His name is worshipped, a place where healing flows, a place where peace is normal, not rare. This is what happens when you let God in fully. He doesn't visit, He takes over. He's not asking you to earn this. He's not measuring how many times you prayed last week or how strong you feel right now. He's looking at your heart. He sees that you're tired, but still trusting, wounded, but still worshiping, unsure, but still choosing Him. That's all He needs. And from that heart of yours, He is building something sacred. So tonight, before you sleep, make space for Him. Speak His name out loud in your home. Say, Jesus, have your way here. Open the windows. Let the air shift. Play worship. Invite His presence not just for tonight, but for good. Let your house become a sanctuary, a refuge, a resting place for the King of Kings. This is holy ground now. Your living room, your bedroom, your hallway. He is in all of it. Feel the stillness? That's Him. Feel the peace settling in? That's His Spirit. Feel the warmth rising in your heart? That's the love of the Father, wrapping around you like a blanket, saying, "You are safe now, you are mine, and I'm not going anywhere." That simple surrender was enough to move the hand of God. You may not see all the results yet, but the roots of your breakthrough have gone deep into the soil of your home. God says, "Because you opened your heart, I am opening doors. Because you trusted me in the dark, I am releasing light. Because you didn't give up when it felt easier to walk away, I am honoring your endurance. Nothing you've gone through has been wasted. Not the tears, not the prayers, not the nights you stayed up begging for clarity. Every second has been stored up in heaven like seed, and now the rain is falling, now the harvest begins." Comment 1515 if you believe that your breakthrough is already growing in places you can't see. Don't wait until it all makes sense to believe. Don't wait until you feel qualified. Faith is trusting God before you see the result. And tonight, that trust is making your house a place of miracles, not just for you, but for every person who walks through your doors. The anointing that God is pouring into your life will overflow into others. You've been asking for change, but God is doing more than just changing your situation. He's changing you. He's growing something in your character that will last longer than any temporary fix. That's why it's taken time. That's why the process has been hard. Because God wasn't just focused on what you wanted, He was focused on what you needed. And what you needed was deeper roots, stronger faith, a heart that can carry His presence well. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code once reserved for elites is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Your house has become a place of spiritual authority. You may not feel powerful, but God says, "I have clothed you with my power. I have marked you with my favor. I have filled your home with my light." Every step you take in your home from this point on, walk like someone who knows they are chosen. Speak like someone who carries the presence of the Most High. Because you do, His Spirit is not a guest, it is a resident now, and the enemy knows it. That's why things have felt harder lately. The pressure, the tension, the unexpected setbacks, they've all been attempts to distract you from what was coming. But the fact that you're still standing proves the devil failed. You made it through what should have broken you. And now God is releasing restoration. Not just emotionally, not just spiritually, but even in areas you forgot to pray about. There are financial blessings being released. There are family relationships being repaired. There are old wounds being closed. And it's not by accident, it's the result of a surrendered heart. God honors humility. He exalts the lowly. And because you've knelt before Him in faith, He's lifting you up now, not for pride, but for purpose. You are being elevated to carry hope for others. There's something sacred about a home that belongs to God. It becomes a place where peace lingers, where love feels safe, where worship flows without effort. That's what your house is becoming. You'll begin to notice it. The atmosphere will shift. You'll walk into a room and feel calm for no reason. You'll wake up with peace instead of panic. You'll speak words of life without even realizing they're prophetic. This is what happens when the Holy Spirit fills a space. He doesn't just sit silently. He speaks, He moves, He heals. And He is doing all of that now, quietly, powerfully, faithfully. Every corner of your home is being renewed. Every crack is being filled with grace. Every empty place is being filled with joy. God is making your home whole again. Comment 1717 if you believe your house will be known as a place where the presence of God dwells. Speak it out loud. Let it echo through your walls. Let the enemy hear it too. This house belongs to God, and anything that doesn't align with His peace, His joy, His love must go. No fear, no confusion, no heaviness, only light. You've been asking God, why did it have to be so hard? And He answers, because I was refining you. I was strengthening your foundation, so the weight of what I'm about to bless you with won't crush you. The blessing you're walking into requires stability, maturity, clarity, and you've been built for it now. You are ready, not because you feel ready, but because He has made you ready. There are people watching your life who don't even know why they're drawn to you. It's not you, it's the light of God shining through you. And that light was kindled in the hardest seasons. The nights you almost gave up were the very nights God poured oil into your spirit. Now, the flame is burning bright, and that flame will be a beacon for others who are still in the dark. Let this truth sink in. Your house is not just where you live, it's where heaven touches earth. It's where divine strategies are birthed. It's where prayers are answered. It's where the next chapter begins. This is holy ground now. And God says, I'm not finished. What I've started, I will complete. What I've spoken, I will fulfill. What I've promised, I will deliver. You don't have to chase signs anymore. You don't have to beg for confirmation. This is your confirmation. This is your sign. This is your moment. Stand in it, worship in it, rest in it, and let it mark your memory. Because years from now, you will look back on this night and say, that's when everything changed. That's when peace came home. That's when the fight lifted. That's when I knew God was here. He has always been here. In every season, in every room, in every quiet moment, He has never walked away. Even when you turned your face, He stayed. Even when you doubted, He remained faithful. Even when you pushed Him aside, He kept knocking. And tonight you answered. That simple act of faith opened the floodgates, so let it flow. Let the joy return. Let the heaviness lift. Let the new begin. The night is not over, but your old season is. A new day is dawning, not just on the clock, but in your soul. And what's ahead is more beautiful than you ever imagined. God is establishing peace that your family has longed for. Peace that anxiety tried to rob. Peace that arguments tried to destroy. Peace that sorrow tried to bury, but His peace cannot be shaken, it cannot be stolen, and now it is covering you like never before. You may not have realized it, but your obedience tonight is breaking spiritual ground. Chains that have gripped your bloodline for generations are snapping in the spirit. Cycles that once repeated with no end poverty, addiction, brokenness, confusion, are being interrupted by the authority of heaven. God says, because you welcomed me into your home, I'm not just visiting, I'm rebuilding, I'm restoring what was stolen, I'm redeeming what was wasted. You've cried out to God behind closed doors. You've prayed when no one was watching. You've stayed faithful when your faith felt like it was hanging by a thread. And now heaven is responding. Your tears were not ignored, your prayers were not wasted, your faithfulness was not in vain. God has seen every private battle, and now He is rewarding you openly, not for performance, but for perseverance. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer, now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Comment Amen if you believe this restoration was meant for you. This is not someone else's word, it's yours. You are the one He chose to hear this tonight. You are the one who has been standing in the gap. You are the one who said yes, even when everything in you wanted to give up. And now, you are the one who will see the fruit of faithfulness blossom in every room of your house. God is healing more than situations, He is healing hearts. There's a softening happening right now. Bitterness is breaking, resentment is loosening its grip. The walls you built around your emotions for protection are being gently pulled down by the hands of your Savior. He's not exposing you to hurt you, He's exposing you to heal you, to pour oil over the wounds that you've covered for too long, to breathe life into places that forgot what hope feels like. This moment isn't just about feeling good, it's about stepping into freedom. It's about walking boldly into the promise that's been waiting on the other side of your pain. God says, I didn't bring you this far to leave you wounded. I didn't lead you here to abandon you. I've brought you to this place to make you whole, to give you joy again, to remind you of who you are and whose you are. You are not defined by the hardest thing you've been through. You are defined by the one who never left you in it. You are defined by the Spirit that lives in you. You are defined by the mercy that picked you up every time life knocked you down. And now, you are rising not in your strength, but in His. Not in fear, but in faith. Not in shame, but in purpose. Comment 222 if you trust that God is rewriting your story from this night forward, because that's what's happening. The old script is being torn up. The labels the world gave you, too broken, too lost, too late, are being replaced by the identity God gave you before you were ever born. Child of God, chosen vessel, overcomer, warrior, beloved. You're not here by coincidence. You're here by divine assignment. God knew you'd be reading this right now. He knew what you needed before you could even speak it. That heaviness in your chest, He's lifting it. That tight knot of anxiety in your stomach, He's dissolving it. That hopelessness you've tried to hide from everyone else, He's touching it now with compassion that reaches deeper than words. This house, your house, is becoming a dwelling place for God's glory. It's becoming a refuge from the storm, a safe place where hearts are healed, minds are renewed, and souls are refreshed. Every conversation, every prayer, every quiet moment of worship is turning your home into holy ground. The same Spirit that filled the upper room is resting here now. Not because of anything you did, but because of who He is and because of how much He loves you. This love isn't earned, it isn't bought, it's freely given, poured out without limit. You don't have to perform for it, you don't have to strive for it, you just have to receive it. Open your heart, let Him in deeper. Let Him fill every corner, every shadowed space, every hidden fear. He doesn't want just part of your life. He wants all of you, not to control you, but to free you. Not to shame you, but to cover you. He knows how hard it's been. He knows what you've been carrying. And He's not asking you to pretend anymore. He's saying, give it to me. Let me carry it now. He's inviting you to rest, to breathe, to exhale the weight of trying to hold everything together, because He holds you. And He's not letting go. This is not hype. This is holy. This is real. This is the Spirit of the living God, doing what only He can do, touching your soul in a way no one else ever could. He is silencing the lies. He is speaking truth over you. He is restoring your hope, piece by piece, and he is planting something new that will grow into beauty in the days ahead. There's more coming, more healing, more clarity, more provision. But don't miss what he's doing right now because you're too focused on what's next. This moment is sacred. Stay in it, let it shape you, let it renew you. Let it wash away the residue of fear and replace it with the fullness of his peace. God says, I am making a covenant with this house, not a temporary blessing, a lasting one. Your walls will be called salvation and your gates praise. What the enemy meant for destruction will become the foundation of your testimony. What once felt cursed will be turned into a declaration of my faithfulness. And every person who enters will feel my presence. So tonight, before you sleep, speak it out loud. This house belongs to the Lord. Say it boldly. Let heaven hear it. Let the enemy flee from it. Let your spirit align with it. Because when God claims something, no one else can touch it. You are his. This home is his, and his covering will not fail. The hand of the Lord is upon you, not to harm you, not to burden you, but to lift you, to build you, to anoint you. This is not a visit, this is a new beginning. What was once a place of worry, God is turning into a place of worship. What was once a place of pain, he is making into a place of peace. The walls of your house will echo with praise, not arguments. Your halls will carry laughter, not anxiety. God is flipping the atmosphere. And it started the moment you said, "Yes, Lord, come in." He heard that. Heaven heard that. And now, God is responding with a wave of glory that cannot be denied. The air is different because he's present. The silence is different because he's speaking. And the peace you're starting to feel, that's not imaginary, that's him. He's here. He's always been here, but now you're aware of him. Now you're welcoming him fully, and that changes everything. Comment 333 to declare your faith in what he's already doing. Let your fingers write what your heart is beginning to believe. This declaration is not for show, it's agreement. Agreement with heaven. Agreement with the promises God has made over your life. Agreement with the truth that your house is not a battleground anymore, it's a sanctuary. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds, but this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. The pain you've lived with, the heaviness you've carried, the questions that kept you up at night, God is answering them, not always with words, but with his presence. You don't always need an explanation when you have his peace, and that's what he's offering you tonight. A peace that covers confusion, a peace that guards your heart and mind. A peace that doesn't just visit you, wake up with it. You fall asleep in it. You live surrounded by it. You've held your breath for too long, waiting for the next problem, the next bad news, the next heartbreak. But God is saying, exhale now, let it go. You're safe with me. You're safe in my presence. He's putting your soul at ease. He's restoring joy to your bones. He's reminding you what it feels like to truly rest, not just physically, but spiritually. There's something powerful in knowing that your home is covered. That even while you sleep, angels are watching. That while you rest, the King of Heaven is guarding your door. That when you wake up, you're stepping into a house that has been claimed by God himself. This is what favor looks like. This is what protection feels like. This is what happens when the Lord makes your home his dwelling place. You might not have had a perfect past, you might not have grown up in peace, but God says, it begins with you. What you didn't have, I'm giving through you. What you lacked, I'm now providing. What was broken in your family line ends here. It ends tonight. You are the turning point. You are the healing generation. You are the reason your family will look back and say, that's when it changed. The healing is happening slowly but steadily. God doesn't rush what he wants to last. He's going room by room, heart by heart, moment by moment. He's fixing what's been ignored. He's healing what's been hidden. He's restoring what felt beyond repair. Because that's who he is. He's not the God of temporary relief. He's the God of total restoration. You will see it. You will feel it. You will testify of it. The breakthrough won't just be spiritual, it will be visible. Things are going to change. The conversations around your table will carry peace. The laughter in your kitchen will feel lighter. The tension that once clung to your bedroom will dissolve into rest. Why? Because God is in it now. And where he is, fear cannot stay. Comment 1111 if you believe this moment is a divine appointment, because it is. And even if your emotions haven't caught up yet, your spirit knows something has shifted, a veil has lifted, and you are walking into something new. This is holy territory. God has not forgotten one promise he made to you, not one. He says, I know the prayers you whispered while folding laundry. I heard the cries behind the bathroom door. I saw the strength it took just to keep going. And I'm proud of you. Yes, proud, not disappointed, not angry. Proud. God is not holding your failures over your head. He's holding your heart in his hands, and he's speaking life over it again. You are not a burden to him. You are not too complicated. You are not too messy. You are his. And that alone is enough reason for him to pour his love into every square inch of your home. This is what the Father does. He enters chaos and speaks calm. He enters brokenness and brings beauty. He steps into your ordinary and releases the supernatural. That's what this is, a supernatural shift, a divine interruption. And it's not just emotional, it's spiritual. The spiritual climate of your house is changing. The things that used to stir up strife won't have the same power. The patterns that felt unbreakable are being dismantled. The heaviness that used to settle in the evening hours is lifting. God is declaring, this house is mine. This atmosphere belongs to me. This family is under my hand. And when God marks something, the enemy can no longer manipulate it. No more open doors to confusion. No more footholds for fear. No more cycles of guilt and shame. Just grace, just mercy, just protection, just the presence of God in full measure. Let this settle into your spirit. What God starts, he sustains. He doesn't plant seeds and walk away. He waters them, he nurtures them, and he watches over them. Your obedience tonight planted something eternal, and now God will grow it, day by day, moment by moment, glory to glory, peace to peace. You don't have to strive, you just have to stay connected. Stay surrendered. Keep the door of your heart and your home open. Make space for him. Include him in your decisions. Invite him into your routines. Talk to him like he's right there, because he is. The more room you give him, the more he fills. You've cried out for change, and he heard you, not just once, but every time you whispered his name through your tears. He has not forgotten any of your prayers. Not one moment of your pain was ignored. Heaven has recorded every cry, and tonight is the moment when answers begin to take form. You may not see the full picture yet, but something is already shifting beneath the surface. That ache you felt in your soul, it's being replaced with peace. That heaviness you carry in your chest, it's being lifted by His hand right now. You may feel like things have taken too long, like you've waited too many years, like the promises were spoken but never fulfilled. But listen closely, God's timing is perfect. Delay does not mean denial, and what felt like silence was actually preparation. God wasn't ignoring you, He was preparing everything around you to match what He's been building inside you. And now, the two are aligning. This is the beginning of fulfillment. Comment 555 if you believe that what God promised is still on its way. Say it with expectation, not because of what you feel, but because of who He is. He cannot lie. He cannot fail. His word does not return empty. It completes what it was sent to do. And right now, that word is completing something over your life, over your family, over your home. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance, Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Your house is becoming a place where healing will be normal, where restoration will not be the exception, but the rhythm. God is moving through your walls like wind, quiet but undeniable. His presence is seeping into every room. Where there used to be arguments, there will be peace. Where tension built up, there will be understanding. Where isolation crept in, there will now be connection. Because God does not just fix what's broken, He breathes new life into what you thought was gone. He's healing relationships. He's softening hearts that felt hardened. He's restoring communication where silence ruled. Do not believe the lie that it's too far gone. God created the universe from nothing. He can certainly mend what feels fractured in your life. He is speaking to those in your family, even now, those you've prayed for, those you've almost given up on. He is stirring something in them that your words couldn't reach. His Spirit can go where you cannot. Trust Him. This is not just a one-night encounter. It's the start of a new walk with Him in your home, a new atmosphere, a new standard, a new flow of grace. You don't have to go back to the old way of living. What He has given you now, this peace, this clarity, this presence, is meant to stay. But you must protect it, guard it, water it with worship. Keep the doors of your heart open. Keep the distractions out. Keep the Spirit welcome. Comment 1212 if you're ready to protect what God has started, because there will be distractions. The enemy always tries to interfere when something holy is planted. But you are not the same person you were yesterday. You've been marked, chosen, covered, and now you're aware. You know what it feels like to have the presence of God rest in your home, and you won't settle for anything less again. There's a new authority on you, not pride, not control, but spiritual authority. You can walk into your living room and speak peace. You can pray over your child's room and expect change. You can stand in the middle of your home and declare, "This house belongs to the Lord, and heaven will back your words." God has handed you keys not just to manage your life, but to shift it, to lead it, to declare over it with boldness and faith. Some of you have been quietly battling depression, that shadow that lingers even when everything seems fine, that fog that settles over you in the quiet hours. God sees that too. And He's not judging you, He's healing you, He's holding you. He's wrapping His arms around that silent pain and saying, "You are not alone, you are not forgotten." and this shadow will lift. Light is breaking through, not a flicker full sunlight.